morning, everybody. Good morning. What a beautiful day, yes?
Yes.
Yes. So let's just lower or close our eyes and take that in. That feeling of walking out into the crisp morning air today. Beautiful January morning. No heat, no freezing temperatures, just perfect. How blessed are we to be living in this city, in this month, when the weather is just perfect. Allow that feeling of calm to wash over you. Feel the peace in your heart. Allow it to radiate out. See it, feel it as a small ball of light starting in your heart. And allow that to expand and grow, moving through your body, sensing the warmth that comes with it, expanding further out. Feel it surrounding your body, knowing that this is a safe space. Feel the calmness. Feel the peace. Even allow your lips to form into a smile. There is nothing to do right now, no place to go. Just to be present in this beautiful, loving, peaceful moment. Breathe that in. And let everything else go. Take another deep breath. And let it all go. And as you go about your day today, return to this place of peace, calm, and love. It is always with you. And remember, it is always one breath away. Namaste.
Our prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. Thought becomes a praise. Our thoughts are prayers, the tools that we create with our
invite you to close or lower your eyes and allow my words to be your words. Words, almost impossible to describe the infinite God, the absolute, the creator of all things, seen and unseen. It is everywhere and nowhere. It is in and through everything. It is everywhere I look and see, and it's in things that I cannot see. It is love, life, joy, happiness, creativity, courage, peace, and so much more. And I know that I am one of God, for I am created in its likeness, and I have within me all of those beautiful godlike qualities. I rejoice in knowing that God expresses itself in, through, and as me. And as I know this truth for myself, I know this truth for each and every person here and those listening. That each one of us is a unique emanation of spirit, filled with joy, love, and light. And my prayer today is that by day, to see thee more clearly, to love thee more dearly, to follow thee more nearly, day by day. And in other words, to see me more clearly, to love me more dearly, to follow me more nearly, day by day. For it is one and the same. God, me, one. And I am knowing that as I stand here in this foundation of love, I radiate this force to each and every person here. And each of us does the same. Each one of us fills this space up with love, light, joy, and beauty. We fill ourselves up so that as I go out through my day today, I take all of this love, all of this light with me, shining it brightly everywhere I go, through a kind gesture, through a smile, or a kind word. All of it's good, all of it's God. I am so grateful for everything that transpires today. It is unfolding perfectly. Reverend Sandy's message, Patty and Dave's musical talents, grateful for the ushers, and everybody who conspires to make this a beautiful service. And it is with great gratitude that I release my word into law, the law that always says yes. And together we say, and so it is.
Thank you so much, Gary. You know what, Gary? I love you more day by day. Every day I do, I love you more. That was beautiful. Good morning, everybody. How lucky are we to have Gary with us? Starting our morning out so beautifully. How you doing? Yeah? Happy New Year! You don't get it, David. I was saying, I was like this. Happy New Year! Now I'm like, Happy New Year! Come on! We got stuff to do! A little faster, a little faster, faster. I came here to be
back, Dave. All right. Patty and Dave, while you're standing, if it's comfortable for you, please say with us, God bless America and the rest of the world. And turn to a neighbor and say good morning and welcome. Who's here for the first time? No one in that row, I know. Hi. Hi. How'd you hear about us? Yes. How'd you hear about us?
My grandmother.
Oh, of course, your grandmother. Awesome. Awesome, Reverend Dolores. And you?
Reno, CSO Reno.
Okay. All right. All right. Gary, Gary Lynn Floyd sent you, huh? All right. Tell him we said hello. Hi. Hi. Oh, they moved here. Yes. Okay. She knows more about it than me. It's all right. Hi, how'd you hear about us?
My friend Kelly.
Your friend Kelly. Where is she? Hi, Kelly. Hi, Kelly. All right. All right, I'll just have a gift for you if that's okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, they're pointing. Who's pointing? Oh, hi. She's with Kelly. Well, Kelly, did you leave anyone at home? You brought them all with you. Well, thank you so much for being here with us today and celebrating with us. Anything, Reverend Stacy, you have?
We have a video today.
Oh, yes, we do?
We do have a video.
Oh, okay. Reverend Stacy has a video.
This is the most important and crucial period of your lives, for what you do now and what you decide now at this age may well determine which way your life shall go. And the question is whether you have a proper, a solid, and a sound blueprint. And I want to suggest some of the things that should be in your life's blueprint. Number one in your life's blueprint should be a deep belief in your own dignity, your own worth, and your own somebodyness. Don't allow anybody to make you feel that you are nobody. Always feel that you count. Always feel that you have worth. And always feel that your life has ultimate significance. Secondly, in your life's blueprint, you must have, as a basic principle, the determination to achieve excellence in your various fields of endeavor. You're going to be deciding as the days and the years unfold what you will do in life, what your life's work will be. Once you discover what it will be, set out to do it, and to do it well. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. For it isn't by size that you win or you fail. Be the best of whatever you are. And finally, in your life's blueprint must be a commitment to the eternal principles of beauty, love, and justice. Well, life for none of us has been a crystal staff, but we must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl, but by all means, keep moving.
Mr. King, the journey continues, and so we are on the path. And we will run, walk, crawl, or whatever we need to do to get there. And so it is.
And so it is. Yes, yes, and so it is. Beautiful song by Daniel Neyman. Bring it on. Everything you knew, everything different, everything true. I am ready for the next thing to do. So bring it on, everything new. I'm through crying, I'm through waiting, I'm through hoping against all hope. I'm through longing for something gone that'll never return. I think I finally learned to bring it on. Everything new, everything
Good morning. Good morning. And I'm ready for everything new. Are you? Yes. I sure am. As you can see, my name is Reverend Sandy Smith, and one of my favorite things to do is to get the opportunity to speak. And I'm glad you're all here because, you know, it's a lot easier to speak in front of a big audience than just two people. So, our theme for the year in Science of Mind is Open at the Top. And I think that song, Everything New, really says a lot. And especially because some of the things that are happening in the world around us today, that says to me maybe we should be something new. And maybe we should be thinking about what that new thing is that we can do or that we could be involved in. The theme for the month is Ancient Wisdom, New Thought. And my talk this morning is Cause and Effect in the Sweetgrass. This week we're going to explore the creative process through the Potawatomi people. There's a story I'm going to tell you, and it's from the book, Braiding the Grass. And then we're also going to take a look at some of the things that Ernest Holmes has to say about this idea of seeing something that needs to be changing and changing it, cause and effect. So first, for the teaching of the grass, Robin Wall Kimmerer is the person who wrote it, and in this story, the Robin that is being talked about is Robin, the writer of the book. Lena, the gray-haired elder, led Robin through the meadow in search of the sweetgrass. "It's our way," she said, "to take only what we need. I've always been told that you never take more than half." After scattering a bit of tobacco on the ground, we give thanks. "You know this," she said. "You always leave a gift for the plants to ask if we might take them. It's very rude not to ask first." Only then did she stoop down and pinch off a blade of sweetgrass at its stem, careful not to disturb the roots. The most important thing to remember was what Lena's grandmother had always told her. If we use a plant respectfully, it will stay with us and flourish. If we ignore it, it will go away. If you don't give it respect, it will leave us. Lena said, "This place always gives good sweetgrass, since we tend to it right. But other places, it's getting hard to find. I'm thinking they may not be picking right. Some people, they're in a hurry and they pull up the whole plant. Even the roots come out. That's not the way I was taught." Robin had seen pickers who did that, yanking up a handful that left a little bare spot in the earth. They too made offerings of tobacco and took only half, sure that their method of picking the grass was the correct one. They were defensive about the charges that their harvesting was depleting the sweetgrass. Robin, a professor of biology, wanted to know which method was the best. And she wanted to know which way was it that caused a joining of the Potawatomi people with spirit. She suggested that they should decide by doing an experiment, and she asked one of her students if she might want to do a study on the grass as her project in school. Well, they went to the dean, and the dean said, "Well, this could be a project of merit, but you know, anyone knows that when you take care of the grass, it's really just something that happens by nature. You're wasting your time. And I'm afraid I don't know this whole traditional knowledge thing is very convincing. Well, Lori decided that she would indeed follow through with the project. And so she set aside 3 plots of grass. One plot would be picked stem by stem. One plot would be picked in small clumps, but never taking more than half. At the last one, the control group, they would do nothing. Well, the entire process took 2 years. Lori had counted all of the grass stems at the very beginning of the project, and she did the same through the following increments, never taking more than half. Well, in the end, it was really interesting. 2 whole years the plants had been observed, and they were harvested at the appropriate times, but never more than half. At the end, Lori counted her grass, every single stem. Her statistical analyses were really thorough, but she hardly needed graphs. She could look at the patches of the sweetgrass and see that many of them were golden and green, but one patch was brown and crowded. The surprise was that the failing plots were not the harvested ones, but they were the unharvested controls. The sweetgrass that had not been picked or disturbed in any way was choked with dead stems, while the harvested plots were thriving. Whether the sweetgrass had been pinched singly or in a clump, the end result was nearly the same. It didn't seem to matter how sweetgrass was harvested, only that it was. Now, Lori's findings might have been surprising to the academic community, but they were consistent with a theory voiced by the ancestors. If you use a plant respectfully, it will stay and flourish. If we ignore it, it will go away. And again, this was from Robin Wall Kimmerer in Braiding the Sweetgrass. Now, as I was reading this story, I thought about seeing the movie Avatar. How many in here of you have seen the movie Avatar? Okay, so in it, you'll know that a military group has devised a way to go to the planet Pandora. And how they're doing this is they've arranged a way that several people can use an avatar to appear on planet Pandora. In the back of their mind is the idea that they're going to take all of the minerals from Pandora. But they arrive there, and 2 of the individuals are doing a very good job of looking and seeing what the people on Pandora are doing. What do the Navi do? And they see some of the same kind of things that was being talked about in the story of the sweetgrass. Because whenever the Navi would kill an animal or pick a plant, they would kneel down beside the animal and give thanks. They would do the same with the grass. Well, and as it turns out, they decide that they don't want to do what the military wants them to do. But the whole idea expressed of making sure that you honor the plant was a good thing that came about. So this whole idea of cause and effect, of being open at the top, helps us to realize that so many things are important. Animals are important, people are important. All of the things that come from creation are important. So when we consciously choose, like in the law of cause and effects, when we consciously choose what it is we want, it's more likely to come about. From the Science of Mind textbook, Ernest Holmes tells us a little bit about one of the 4 elements of the introduction. 2 weeks ago, Reverend Stacy and Reverend Cheryl talked about the thing itself. Then we talked about what it does. And what it is spirit, God, Jehovah, Buddha, whatever name you call it, it's that creative essence. And what it does is it works through us. And today, from Science of Mind textbook, I'm going to talk a little bit about what it does. And this is what Ernest has to say. While it is true that we are immersed in an infinite intelligence, a mind that knows all things, it is also true that this intelligence can acquaint us with its ideas only as we are able and willing to receive them. The divine mind is infinite. It contains all knowledge and wisdom. But before it can reveal its secrets, it must have an outlet. This outlet we will be compelled to supply through our own receptive mentalities. Perhaps the simplest way to say this is that we're surrounded by a mind or intelligence that knows everything. That potential for everything is there. We get an idea in mind ourselves. We put it into mind. We're using that intelligence that surrounds us. And as those ideas are inspired, they come about. There is that infinite mind, but we may draw from it only what we can only draw through the channel of our minds. So we're using our own minds in connection with divine spirit. So the spirit can only give us what we can take. It imparts itself only as we partake of its nature. Now, Ernest Holmes also talks a little bit about the science of mind, but I don't know, are any of you new to science of mind, or relatively new? When I was new, I would sit in church and listen to them talk about the law, or talk about cause and effect, and talk about a lot of different things. But sometimes I didn't understand. And Dennis Merrick Jones wrote a book called How to Speak Science of Mind. And in it, he defines several things and several bits of vocabulary that you might have a different meaning to. And here's what he says about the difference between cause and effect. Cause is always that which produces an effect. Metaphysically, we are becoming cause to our own effect, our own thinking and deepest beliefs. Our conscious mind is that point where cause begins. The effect or result is reflected in our physical bodies and the body of our affairs. When we become aware of this process, we find that we can change the cause, our thinking, and the effect changes automatically. As practitioners of science of mind, we deal in cause rather than effect, because we're looking around the world and see what could be different. And as a result of that, we might do some prayer treatments. We might get together with people and do visioning. But we know that we're trying to have an effect that comes about from the cause. If I turn a light switch on, the light comes on. The light coming on was the effect. The fact that I flipped the switch was the cause. Respectful co-creation in nature is another thing that we share with the Potawatomi people. Our monthly theme teaches us how indigenous ideas can deepen and expand our science of mind beliefs. We learn that the Potawatomi people indigenous to the shores of Lake Michigan also believe in this co-creation. And the Sweetgrass story reminds us of how things that are cared for rather than ignored are the things that come about and are valuable. When we create and take part in this co-creation with the divine mind, well, we're creating a world that works for all. So the integrating of the Sweetgrass story invites us into co-creation. And power extends beyond personal manifestation. We're called to respectfully partner with the natural world. And this aligns with the Centers for Spiritual Living global vision. We envision a world in which we live and grow as one global family that respects and honors the interconnectedness of all life. A world where this kinship with all life prospers and connects through the guidance of spiritual wisdom and experience. By honoring the wisdom of indigenous teachings and the living presence within all things, we expand our sense of community and responsibility. Together, through mindful choices and spiritual practice, we can help create a world where everything is being valued and where the prosperity of one supports the flourishing of all. Now, there's a wonderful example of this in an African-American man named Thomas L. Jennings. And he was a Black American who invented the process of dry cleaning. He called it dry scoring. He was a tailor, and he worked with fine fabrics, and he worked for a lot of people who had a lot of money and spent a lot of money on their clothes. And so they were very fine fabrics. They would end up being ruined because people were trying to clean them with soap and water. And so he knew a little bit about chemicals, and he put different chemicals together and came up with a process for dry cleaning called dry scoring. And in 1821, he made a patent. And he was the first Black American to receive a patent in the United States. He lived in New York, and New York at that time was one of the places where all enslaved people had been free. His daughter was riding a streetcar one day, and she was made to get off the streetcar. She was going to church, going to Sunday school. And she fought back. She fought back, and she physically fought. Well, afterwards, she and her father, they ended up having a lawsuit, which ended up in New York making public transportation available for all citizens. So in many different families, traditions have been handed down to the generations. There's a play by Thornton Wilder called The Long Christmas Dinner. And in it, 100 years of Christmas dinners have all been mushed into one. At one side of the stage, there's an arch, and people are born into the dinner. There's another arch where people die out of the dinner. But it's pointing out the fact that generation after generation, a lot of the same things happen. Things are passed down through the families, generation to generation. And so there are even sayings that are repeated over and over again through the generations. One phrase is, the branches are covered with ice, you almost never see that. Okay, but the point is that things are handed down generation through generation. Now, many families have handed down things through generations, just like actually Native American people do too. But sometimes, as we found out in the grass story, we found out that people really paid attention to their elders. And as they went through the years, when they remembered that, and they remembered how respectful their elders were of things that had happened, and they ended up being a lot better off as a result of it. There's a vision of 7 generations. Of a sustainable world, and it's handed down through many, many, many indigenous people. The choices we make today should be guided by a vision of a sustainable world generations into the future. And some of the things we see happening in the world today may not seem like we're looking into the generations of what we might be leaving for generations to come. There's a wisdom of the elders that's expressed by so many indigenous people. From childhood on, things that they do help create experiences for the future. The 7 generations principle, when put into action, encourages communities and individuals to consider the impact of their choice. The 7 generations philosophy, interwoven with the wisdom of the elders, serves as a guiding light for communities and indeed for all of humanity. It teaches us to be mindful of the impact that our earth will inherit when we leave this planet. This philosophy is a profound testament to enduring commitment to the well-being of all generations, united in sharing this life and this world. What we do today will be the cause to the effect of generations to come. One of the things I like to do when I am giving a talk is I like to share a story. This story is not a really long one, but I think it's really interesting, and it does have to do with cause and effect. So Ralph was getting very, very, very hungry. So he ate a pizza. He thought, wow, that's not enough. I'm still hungry. And so he ate another pizza. And it wasn't enough. And so then he ate one more pizza. And finally, he was satisfied. And what this was known as was the domino effect.
Oh my gosh.
So when we become more aware and intentional about what we're thinking and feeling, we start to see real change in our lives as well as the world around us. It's about taking responsibility, not in a heavy way, but in a light way, knowing that we have the ability to participate in what shows up for us. Life isn't just happening. We're actually sharing it every day with our thoughts, feelings, and choices. And so that's why it is really important to take notice of what's happening in the world around us, to see what it is that we can do to become involved. What are our talents that we can share? It's always important to keep family together, but it's also important to see what we as individuals can do to help the world around us. And I know that God loves you, and I love you. Namaste.
You're so good, Reverend Sandy. I love her stories.
That actually took me a moment to click. Domino effect. I love that. Thank you, Reverend Sandy. Reverend Sandy chose a couple of beautiful songs for today. This one is one of my favorites. You'd think I know the lyrics by now.
Earth is just a dead thing you can claim, but I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon? Or ask the grinning bobcat why he grinned? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountains? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Come run the hidden pine trails in the forest. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. Come roll in all the riches all around you. Never wonder what they're worth. The rainstorm and the river are my brothers. Oh, the heron and the otter are my friends. And we are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon? Or let the eagle tell you where he's been? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountains? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? How high does the sycamore grow? If you cut down, then you'll never know, and you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue corn moon, or let the eagle tell you where he's been. We need to sing with all the voices of the mountains. We need to paint with all the colors of the wind. You can own the earth and still all you'll own is earth until you can paint with all the colors of the wind. We need to paint with all the colors, all the colors.
Powerhouse Patty.
Tough one. It's a tough one.
There she goes. Hello, ushers. I know. Oh, this is our part of the service where we practice circulation and giving and receiving and all that good stuff that brings us back to us. So if you please would take your gift in your hand and say the affirmation on the screen with us, that'd be a good thing. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless my gifts. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and belief. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And what I know about each and every gift and each and every tithe, that it returns to the giver tenfold. What I know about each and every person in this room is that they are a blessing to the center and to the world. And for that, I am so grateful. And so it is.
receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it is mine, yeah. I do believe that I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind, yes, and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it is mine. Come on. Anything I want, it is mine. What? Perfect health, yeah, it is mine. Come on. Joy and peace, yeah, it is mine. Love, 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 it is mine. If it serves my highest good, then it is mine.
Okay, well, the announcements today are that the men's group is meeting in the multipurpose room right after service for Unity and CSL. And just in observance of Martin Luther King, tomorrow the office will be closed. However, the Life Reflection Cafe is still ongoing. So you can still show up tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for this unique and compassionate gathering right here for conversation, connection, and reflection. Okay, we believe creativity is how spirit expresses itself through us. So, Reverend Cheryl is inviting you to becoming a vision board journey, a fun spiritual fix for 2026 with clarity and intention. So we can join her on Saturday, January 31st at 1 p.m. right here. All the supplies will be available for the vision board. But feel free to bring some of your own if you'd like. And the registration is now open. She needs a head count so she knows how much to bring. So sign up on the happenings table for that fun time. Yeah. We're still looking for volunteers, so if you would like to volunteer to be an usher or a greeter or for the bookstore, just sign up at the happenings table. The Healing Words Book Club is reading The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, and the next meeting is January 28th at 4 p.m. So see the happenings table. I think you might want to see the happenings table. What do you think?
Check it out.
I think the happenings table is where it's at. And we're going to have our annual meeting coming up very soon, so you need to renew your membership here at LVCSL. So see the happenings table for the forms for that too. And of course, our love supply and pantry is ongoing. So when you're shopping, just pick up some extra items that are non-perishable and let anyone know that's food insecure that we have food right here. And then for prayer support, just send your prayer request to prayer@lasvegascsl.org or text 702-524-7096. And of course, our bookstore is open with all kinds of goodies besides books. And then we want you to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and visit our website at lasvegascsl.org. And let's have a blessed and beautiful rest of the day.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody. Where's Patty?
I'm in Tuscany tomorrow night. Thank you for asking. I hope you all come out, 7 to 10:30.
All right. I heard you have quite a group.
I do. A lot of people from here. I got to tell you, my church family comes out and supports. I love it.
I would like to ask our Ministry of Prayer team to please surround the room. Any visiting ministers or practitioners are welcome to join us here at the front of the room or surround the room, whichever. Awesome. Please do not leave here with a heavy heart. Any one of our practitioners or ministers can pray with you, pray for you. You can leave a prayer in their prayer request box, God's pocket. It's your choice. I would like to ask Reverend Sandy to give us a closing prayer.
And I know that each one of us is indeed open at the top. I know that each person here is an integral part of our current affairs in the United States. I know that each one of us is a blessing to the people in our community. I know this week, good health, good choices, and a positive outlook, and a positive way to see how we can be part of anything that we might think could be changing. And for this and so much more, I'm deeply grateful, and so it is.
Thank you, Reverend Sandy. Any guests, please sign our guest book at the front desk. Please stand and we'll sing our peace song.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and now it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as our power, loved ones all are we. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and now it begins with me.
Repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
I know this in my mind.
I know this in my mind.
I feel it in my body.
I feel it in my body.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Make it a great week. Happy MLK Day.
My secret is what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, take a break.